magic and miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite life energy coach. All the information from me is below. No one has a coaching program like I have because I've developed it during the last 9 years, excuse me, that I've been a coach. Coaching all sorts of people of all walks of lives. And I've designed this coaching program in order to help people achieve their goals. So it's a very intensive program, 2 to 3 times per week. I meet with everybody in my coaching, and the session is an hour long, whether on Zoom or by a phone call. Everything's recorded. I analyze each and every single session after our session takes place. I take a ton of notes. Everything is interesting to me. I need to get to know you in order to be able to help you. And that entails covering your childhood, adolescence, college years, etc., all the way up until today. So it's a very intense process, but very specific and very precise. So 2 to 3 months is what I recommend. On average, that is enough to spend in my coaching, because I need to cover with you everything and leave you in a stable place. Okay, if I leave you in a stable place and you have shifted emotionally, and there have been movements and there have been clarity and realizations, forgiveness, etc., and you know exactly what to do to accomplish your dreams and goals, I consider my job done, because everything you're working on, everything you continue to script, etc., you know how to do. Okay. Hi, Yara. Hi, Gabriella. Thank you for the compliment. So in order to be in my coaching, you need to pre-book. Always a very good idea, because I'm getting booked up every single day. And you need to sign the coaching agreement. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. I'm not a therapist. I'm a coach. I'm allowed to give you my opinion. You can't disrespect me. You got to show up prepared. And of course, everything that we share in coaching is confidential unless you become a threat to me or others or yourself. And everything in coaching is copyright protected. That means you don't get to share anything, any files that we share. So that was a new clause I had to incorporate lately in the last few months, but very necessary. And so that's all it takes, really. You might have to wait maybe a week, 10 days, depending on where I am in my schedule. So booking ahead really, really helps you to get ahead of people, or while I'm arranging my schedule every month. Really quick, you guys, for those of you who, for whatever reason, cannot come into my coaching, do yourself a favor and book the video school. Okay, I'm hearing like amazing feedback. So it's 12 videos, 1 month deal. You go through the coaching program on your own, specific instructions, exercises, the whole shebang. The only thing is you do it on your own. Still worth every penny, because I mean the feedback I'm getting is quite frankly overwhelming. I'm not even bragging. I did not expect that. Trust me. I'd be the first one to say, like, yeah, we tried it, but whatever. No, it actually works. So as well as the audios, the monthly audios, you can get that 3 times per week. We just discuss a lot more than I've ever discussed on my channel. And if you think my material is so beautiful, yeah, wait till you subscribe to that and try it out. Okay, so that's that. Hi, Cat V. Ready with the newspaper. Hello, you know nothing. Bonjour, madame. Oh, excuse me. Making craft beauties. Oh! Hi, Anna. We'll have to watch later, but hi. Okay, hi. Making craft beauties. Everybody, guys, go subscribe to Making Craft Beauties. You will see why. Grandson here. Okay, Lista. Lista has made a channel of her passion. Go check it out. Making Craft Beauties. Okay. The subject of today, I thought it would be very productive, since there have been a lot of new people, etc., to just kind of reiterate what I teach, my point of view, my philosophy, as it were, towards the whole SP shebang. Now that I start speaking, my voice is, where. So this is bringing back SP 101. Okay. So number one, I know a lot of people are new again and they heard all that garbage from the internet. And I just want to start out by saying that whatever has happened thus far is not your fault. So blaming yourself for shit going wrong will keep you stuck in that shit. Okay. So and you're not even to blame. It's the programming that you have accumulated up until this point, perhaps. I don't know your story, you know your story. Whenever you start questioning things, they, first of all, they want to stay around longer. But the thing is, don't blame yourself for being in the place that you are today. Okay, you have to really make friends and make good with everything that happened up until today. The other thing, the other major thing is that this situation with the SP has very little to do with them. Okay, they are your creation, but the thing that you've experienced, okay, with them is very much to do with you. Okay, so I'm not saying this in a blameful way, but I'm saying this in like, this is how reality works. So there has been a process that was unfolding up until today that affected this relationship. Whatever mood you were in, whatever fears, whatever programming that you've had up until that day that you met your SP, it got out pictured like literally in your creation. So they themselves don't matter that much. That SP of yours, even though you love and adore them, miss them, and this and that. What matters is, of course, you, because you are the creator of them in your reality. Okay, the kind of version. And if somebody really matters to you, this is how the universe grabs your attention, saying, hello, good morning, how are you? You've got shit to work on. There's something deeply out of alignment here. And this is universe talking now, I've been trying to get your attention in this way and that way and that way. But since it didn't fucking work, I'm going to make it so bad for you that this time you will not be able to deny the fact that there is work to do. So I want you to really celebrate this time in your life where you have this opportunity to really heal yourself, to come out of this fucking victorious as shit. Okay, rather than holy shit bananas, poor me, da 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 da. You're learning a lot in this process if you really make it work for yourself. Okay? And so, hi Laura. Hi, glad you could make it. Hold on, let me say hi to a couple of people here. Hi Santana. Hi, okay. Spicy chicken sandwich or pizza? Neither. Okay, we covered that. Actually, pizza, but depending on what. I'm a big snob when it comes to pizza. Anyway, and so then the job becomes easy. It's easy, darling. It's easy. Why do I say it's fucking easy? Because it is. It's easier, okay, if you want to use that, it's easier to work on yourself rather than watch 300 million videos and fucking go crazy. Okay, it's easier to address you. It's easier to address you. That's where all the answers are. You don't have to ask another question. You're just gonna have to ask yourself and be honest. When I created this situation, what kind of mood was I in? What was I pissed off? Was I desperate? Was I vulnerable? Was I feeling lonely? My favorite. Then you have the answer. Were you settling? Another very, kind of like important questions. Were you saying this is just good enough for me, but like the fairy tale and this and that? No, I don't deserve that. All of this soup created this situation. Okay, I see that a lot of people join me here. Okay, let me see. 1 second. Okay, let me not lose my thought and let me continue. I'm sorry, I'll read that later. So now you have basically the painting in front of you, what you have created, based on all these thoughts, based on the programming, based on everything you thought thus far. And now you think this is true love and this is, I'm finally going to experience my fairy tale. And in the beginning, it may start out beautifully, but inevitably, if there is an unhealed wound, you will have to confront it. And so the universe, ever so cleverly, lets you kind of like have this bubbled up version of your fear maybe come up. Whenever you rise in frequency, there's certain things that cannot exist there. Okay, like fear, resentment, anger. So it will bubble up for you to take a look at it and release it. And so if you're not even able to be honest with yourself that these are your emotions outpictured and that these emotions will later create, if you don't work through them, therein lies the problem. Because you start, then the worry becomes higher, in other words, when you're presented with the love of your life, let's just say, and you either look for shit to go bad or you're already programmed kind of deal that, this is too good to be true, etc. Or just again, on that frequency of love, of euphoria, you notice your insecurities like really amplified. Okay, so instead of just noticing it, taking into account that you're a human being with ideas, beliefs, this and that, people usually sabotage things, or basically this situation came pre-packaged, okay, to play itself out this way. This is why you shouldn't really blame yourself, because this was already in motion. What are you going to do from this point on matters ever so much. If you're going to label this a failure, yet another failure, or I can get my shit together, okay, well then there's the verdict, okay, as per you. If you turn it into a positive and say, this is a beautiful thing because I'm learning about myself and once and for all, I will fix this issue. See, you're giving yourself an opportunity to actually get what you want. This is why I'm not a believer of blaming, like you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. No, it's not really about doing right or wrong. It's getting closer to who you really are, okay? And who you really are in your original form. You're perfect. You're healed, you're worthy, you're valuable, you're the golden Buddha. So from that objective then, once you understand all of this stuff that you already came with to this existence, it's a fucking piece of cake to get any SP back, any apology, any this, that, and the other. But the fact that a lot of people get so carried away about like all this energy goes towards research, how to bring it back SP, the affirmations, that this, that, and the other, instead of taking that energy and turning it on you. This is why I talk like no tomorrow about creating ways of bringing your energy home, committed to bettering yourself and bringing the energy home. If you're constantly focused on the other person doesn't give a shit about you. Can I put it bluntly? Because they're too used to energetically to being fed off of your energy. If this is real shit I'm giving you now, okay? When you interrupt this flow, then they start paying the fuck attention, like subconsciously on an energetic level, they will notice your absence. And why are you absent energetically? Because you're taking care of you, you're building your business, you finally have a fucking life. Okay, you have a life outside this person, and going forward, don't you ever forget, you need your own shebang, you need your own life, you need your own setup. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to keep a relationship healthy if you zeroed in so much on one person whose behavior will dictate your mood. This is a very unhealthy situation. And since I know a lot of you are people pleasers, okay? It's a very healthy situation to understand I'm a separate person. I'm a separate person from this individual. Not only am I a separate person, but I'm in charge of their behavior. So it flips the whole story upside down, and then you are in a position to create whatever the fuck you want. But if you don't understand who you really are, how your energy contributes to all of this and creates what it is that you're seeing, and how to then stop the obsession and start getting obsessed with how you're feeling, if there's any obsession to be had. Okay, that is the golden recipe right there. I just gave it to you. And we can discuss in coaching if you come in your particular situation, but that is where it is. If you don't know who you are, if you're lost in a relationship, if you're losing your identity, that's not a strong position. You don't know who you are, you don't know your energy, you don't know your worth, you don't know what you're contributing, if you are even contributing this and that. You're lost. You're lost. No one's in charge. And this is why the shit show happens. And I can speak from experience. Okay, now let me read some comments. Yeah, don't. Okay. Yara, Anna, I'm very sensitive to energies and I can feel intense tingling sensations in my third eye when I imagine myself with my SP. Does it mean anything? Yeah, it's inspiration. Yeah, I've yet to talk about the tingling sensations. But yeah, it's basically confirmation. Confirmation that what you're thinking right now is proof, of your alignment, of your, I don't want to say approval of the universe, but kind of the alignment with the universe, with what's true and authentic. Okay. Okay, so many spam ones. All good questions to ask yourself. What does your fairy tale look like? I'm already in it. Sorry. Did you just call us all people pleasers? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people that come to me in my coaching, sorry, there's just like fly that's flying and annoying me. Most people that come into coaching with me are people pleasers. How old am I? I'm timeless. Hold on, let me read what Ketvi. I love how that's the pressing question. My age. Katvi, I'm not able to see Yara comments and some of the pests. I will log in with my backup account to do the pest control. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, Kat. Okay. Yeah, I know you guys can see each other. I don't know what's going on. Yara, are you in United States, by the way? You know nothing. Reminds me of that scripture, seek first the kingdom of God and all else will be added unto you. Aligning with our true power first and all else will be easy. Yeah, exactly. Very good, you know nothing. See, you can be a coach yourself. You're not in the United States. Well, that could be why. I don't know. These days, it's like I don't know. Me and technology, we don't have such a good relationship. You guys already know that. So, investing in your passions, like I recorded the audio, I think it was yesterday, about passions. So, this is what I really wanted to say. The reason I really am so adamant about inspiring people like to start their own businesses, make more money, do, go after their passions. It's something happens on that frequency that I can't even explain. I can only like feel it. It's euphoria, it's bliss, it's being unlimited. It's like completely unlimited, jumping realities, jumping power, whatever the fuck you want. You feel completely godlike, okay, in that passion mode. And to me, like that's, being inspired by your passion creates this frequency in your life. And when you're on that frequency, the trivia of, life, like bringing back somebody, and it is trivial. I really want you to start thinking in those terms, that the whole entire shebang is about me. The SP bullshit is trivia. It's trivial. It's completely fucking trivial. What we're really doing here in this existence on Earth is building a better version of ourselves, improving. You're always improving. You should. What, you think you're gonna die and that situation will cease? No, it keeps fucking going. It keeps going and going. You're supposed to evolve and create and become a better version constantly. So, on the frequency of passion, I don't fucking know what happens. You get younger, there's more time, kind of seemingly, okay? Shit just magically appears out of nowhere because you vibrate on a different kind of fucking timeline. There's a timeline of magic, a timeline of inspirations, a timeline of loads of money, a timeline of, I don't fucking know, all the SPs that you want, okay? And this is why you need to create something in your life that is really, really special to you, that every day you get to do and you draw such ecstasy from it, okay? Hold on, let me read the comments. Anna, tell Ketvi I said hi. Yara says, Ketvi, she says hi. Here we are, technology. I'm passing out highs. Laura P says, I've kicked out a few weirdos. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Laura. These people. Raul wants to know, you need an editor and a social manager for yourself, ma'am? People are applying for jobs. Everybody's busy, and a moderator. Yeah, okay, well, maybe. I'm not sure. Perhaps we'll think about it. Chris, oh my God, Crystalline Donde Chief. That's a really short name. How much DNA does a person need to find the kingdom of God? No comment, I'm sorry. Another question is, how many years do you spend seeking this kingdom? How do I answer this question? Come on. Kingdom of God. Isn't it in the Bible, the kingdom of God is within you? That kind of answers it, doesn't it? How many years spent seeking this kingdom? I mean, ideally, you just find it, no? That's what we're talking about. Speaking wisdom, you know nothing. Yara, thanks, Anna. You're welcome. Do you need a video? Okay. Raul, you can chill now. I saw your comment. If I need you, I'll reach out. Sorry. Ketvi says, Magic and Miracles Marketplace. What is that? People are already forming companies for me. Okay, back to lecture, because this is like, seriously, sometimes I feel like I'm a teacher and this is the classroom. They're like talking amongst themselves. We are like a marketplace today, totally. Yeah, thank you, Ketvi. So on the frequency of passion, you are omnipotent, okay? Time will literally, there's so many, this is just a small example, but whenever I'd be running late, I would be like, time delay, okay, universe, and I would arrive right on time. Somehow the time would stop, whatever the fuck needs to happen, it will happen, and I would be arriving right on time, okay? But it's because of the frequency you're on. It's because you know how it feels to be magical. You know what it feels like to be unlimited and completely one with God. Okay, completely one with this ease. You're floating on air, completely unbound by any past or any resentment, etc., etc. So especially when we talk about SPs, the number one block, really, one of the two, it's either it's a heavy emotion that you've placed there between you by not letting go of something, by holding on to ideas of them, etc., etc. And it's no fault of your own. These are real things. Somebody does something, you feel a certain way. But the idea is, especially when you're recreating, or you change your mind about bringing them back. Okay, when you're resenting something, it avoids you. Okay, when you're resenting, when you're angry with somebody, you are going to have problems with them. You are going to delay an apology. Everything will be not so great with this person. So the one that needs it, it seems counterintuitive, but the one who needs to do the forgiveness work again and cleanse of all the past issues is you. Okay, now I draw the line, as you, a lot of you know, with abusive people. When it's clear abuse, clear manipulation, clear emotional abuse, physical abuse, etc., this is a territory that I've been in myself, and that is not, I would not recommend doing that. I would not recommend bringing back a person like that. Chances are you remember too much, they scarred you too much. I know how hard it is to get out of a relationship like that, but I think your best bet is to get out of it, start afresh, tune yourself up, keep going, and this time around create a very healthy relationship. You know, it's very hard to get over something that is really abusive and pretend it never happened. Okay, the memories are still there. It's very, it's next to impossible, in my opinion, to just like be totally happy after that, after somebody's been abusive to you. Okay, hold on, let me read some comments. Laura P, I'm confused. Why are you confused, Laura? On top of the screen, what about it? Oh yeah, like everybody the video. Yara's organizing things here. Damon C, forgiveness is the hardest thing to do. It's also the most rewarding. Yes, there's no revenge as complete as forgiveness. Yeah, the revenge, I mean, yeah, a lot of people also like sometimes have contacted me about revenge. And I'm like, do you realize that, like, just by, so let's just say somebody really did you a number and they were abusive to you. I've had I've had people like that in my life, and I have to tell you, like, I'm scared what the universe can do. In other words, you don't need to do any revenge, anything. I think for me, what I teach is give them back their bullshit. Stop blaming yourself. It couldn't have gone any other way, because this is just, you know, this is just what it was. But karma is real. That's all I have to say. I've witnessed it myself. And it's actually scary. I kind of feel bad for people like that. But let's just say it's somebody who wasn't abusive and you could find, you know, a way to forgive. You know, again, it's, you're not so much kind of like forgiving them, but you're learning how did you create this version. Okay, the forgiveness is automatic when you realize this is really just a creation of my consciousness. They had no other option but to act out in this way because I wrote the script with my expectations, with my programming, with my insecurities, fears, etc., etc. So then there's nothing really to forgive if you look at it this way, because yeah, it was painful, yeah, it was hurtful, but down to the nitty gritty, it's just a creation, it's just an experience. So the the entirety of time, you are just in your own theater, you know, creating people, creating experiences, and as long as you're having fun learning, that's what matters. The trouble starts when you start suffering, because suffering is entirely optional if you know what to do, how to come out of it. Okay, let me read some Comments. Yara, we forgive only for ourselves, not for the other person. Yeah. Mm, I mean, I like to see it like understanding. When you can come to an understanding of why this person could have behaved this way, then it's like, oh, now I see. Now I see what drives you. It's kind of like, it's like when actors research characters and they say, I want to figure out my character. I want to know what drives this character. So if you understand what kind of mentality they come from, yeah, you can pretty much forgive a lot of things, you know? Okay, when people experience real love and kindness after an abusive relationship, they find it easier to let go of bad relationship. Not necessarily. They get a true reality check. You know what? It might, well, maybe some do, but in my experience, most of the time, the person who's just coming out of the unhealthy relationship, abusive relationship, doesn't even believe that a good relationship is possible. So they will run from that, or you know, be suspicious or be afraid, or just make it impossible, essentially, to enjoy this relationship. So some time has to pass, and then kind of like you need to understand what just happened. It's so some abuse is so seamless, side note here, that you don't realize it until much later how abusive that really was. It's so underhanded, it's so subtle, it's so, kind of like the worst abuse happens that is subtle. It's not right in your face, it's not honest, it's very disguised kind of deal. And you buy into shit because you are operating from this faulty belief system that says, I'm not good enough, I'll just take something that looks good, I'm not even going to check in with my intuition, etc., etc. Somebody just called me a grandma. Okay, if you consider that an insult, I guess that's on you. But I don't consider that an insult. Return it back to sender where it belongs. Right. You mean about the energy, right? Getting rid of somebody's bad energy is kind of like taking a shower. You have to, and that's periodically, like with forgiveness, with cleansing of energy. You realize like how much letting go of toxic people. Needless to say, when I let go of my two really really toxic relationships, my life is just something happened, like totally went from zero to hero, like almost overnight, because it's like heavy energy of somebody toxic, somebody abusive, somebody manipulative in your life is just, it has such contradictory vibration to bliss, joy, and expansion, and healing, it's, or God forbid, healing, that good shit can come into your life. It's when you start to separate from that kind of mentality, from that behavior, that you are able to welcome new realities in. So when the separation happens, though, this is what a lot of people are doing. So let's just say it wasn't abusive, there was just a lot of drama, and here you are, you're alone, and you're faced with this situation. And now, in a lot of cases, it doesn't even matter whose fault it was. The person, I'm speaking from my client's, point of view, and from what I'm hearing, is that the client starts to worry. Okay, what if I'm going to lose this person? What are they doing? Are they with somebody else? Is a third party better than me? Do. And again, waste of fucking time. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Laura, for blocking that dude. Yeah, I don't know. He needs to get his eyesight checked. No, I mean, I'd rather be a grandma than stupid, you know? Thank you, Yara. Says Yara says you're a stunning woman. Oh no, thank you. Where was I? So again, bringing back the attention on yourself. Why am I the creator of my reality, the creator of this dude or dudette, him or her? I'm worried about what they're thinking. It's up to me, and I think for a lot of people, it's a revelation in this SP community that it's entire the whole shebang is up to you. You have so much power. You're not even like you don't even understand. In the worst possible situation, you still have the power because you can reinterpret the whole shebang to your advantage, and you can recreate shit to your advantage by jumping realities. Okay, so that becomes totally an inside job though. Okay, it's not like, again, for those who are new, it's not them independently thinking over there whatever, as if it's like up to chance. Nothing is up to chance. You are constantly programming everyone around you to think what they're thinking right now. Just ask yourself very honestly, so what am I thinking, what am I feeling, what am I thinking about this person right now? And that is exactly the replica of what they're thinking or feeling. That's it. There's no mystery going. Like, be very honest about it, though. This is where honesty comes in. So if you're able to be honest, and you can work through the drama, trauma panorama, as I call it, the resentment, the anger, the badu, and you can arrive at this neutral place of, fine, I can forgive, I genuinely, though, I can let go, and now I can be in charge of the situation over again. This is the whole fucking lesson for you, parenthesis here with DSP. So this is why you should be grateful for this experience. And now I can learn how to be in charge. I can learn how to be in charge of my life, maybe for the first time in my life. And you will never, once learned though, you will never fucking forget, because the experience was a challenge. It was painful. So this is exactly why this is a magnificent opportunity. Again, every single time I have been dumped, let's just say, okay, or I walked out on somebody, I revolutionized my life. I don't know, it's just shit just happened to me that I was like, thank you, Lord, that this person walked away. Thank you for them behaving this way. It propelled me further. It's the same thing for you. You know nothing. I didn't get the chance to read your message. Can you please put it back there? Do you think I'm like an octopus or something? I have to channel, and then I have to pay attention, and then I have to tell you to put back your message. Oh, thank you. This message tonight has got me excited about life. Oh, how sweet. Thank you. Hold on. Rochak says, people strangle into desperation when they can't let go of the person they love. It's entirely up to you if you want to let go of somebody. Again, you know, the choice is yours. Depends on what happened, I would say. Okay. But the thing is, like, it's definitely up to, like, the bringing back of the SP is not, it's not the deal here. The deal is to get to know how to really rule your life. Because in the situation of, like, the affairs of the heart, the universe grabs your attention so much because this is the one area where you'll definitely pay attention. And it wants to teach you something so bad that you'll never forget, okay? And then you can apply the same shebang to all the aspects of your life. So it wants you to teach yourself, to learn in the process, is that everything is easy. Everything is easy. The only person who has to get into agreement with whatever it is you want is you. So if you don't know this magical secret, I guess it's no secret at all. It's been talked about for like ages. Um, that you control their thoughts, that you, if you want, you already do, but if you wanted to do it with purpose, you could. You can read their mind, in quotation, send them thoughts, send them emotions. The one that is the magician here is you. So it's your magician duty to unpollute yourself from the past drama, trauma, panorama, because you can't bring that shit with you. You need to shed some skin, so to speak. You need to become like, a butterfly after being like this worm or whatever. And let me tell you, what really waits for you once you do, though, is glorious. I mean, it's just gorgeous. You not only are prepared with knowledge, but you yourself have become like a higher version of yourself. It's unbeatable. Otherwise, you would have stayed in the same, like, whatever situation, stuck being this person. Should really fucking kiss the feet of your SP mentally, not literally, and say, thank you so much for leaving me. Can you fucking leave me again? Because I'm becoming like better and better over here. I'm kidding. But you should be really grateful for the experience. And when you turn it into your advantage, even the fact that they left or whatever and not talking to you, this and that, when you're not bothered by it anymore, but when you're actually grateful and understand that, yeah, if I want them, I can have them. If I don't want them, I don't have to have them. But it's up to me. It's not like you're walking into this dark room and like, oh, let's just see what happens. No, you are literally corresponding with your SP like right now, right now. So if you're not getting their communication, if you're not getting text, emails, or not getting that apology, you are the one in the way of this manifestation, and it's your job to figure out, why would I say that I want something and prevent myself from having it? What am I really saying to myself that completely cancels out my so-called desire? And depending on what you're working with, you might find some new information that is new to you, that you haven't paid attention to before, but that will literally, you will discover why you are not manifesting immediately. That's it. Thank you, Kat V. Use my covered account. So funny. Yara says, Anna, what are your thoughts about subliminals, night affirmations? Yeah, I already talked about that. Pointless is the short answer. I think you need to be deliberate when you're changing the construction of your mind. It's a little too lazy to just turn the tape on and expect your life to get better. Aren't you like a little more, worthy of better things? I would hope to God, yes. And so you need to re-engineer your mind to think specific things, not just like, oh, let's just turn the tape on, and everything will be working out. But I mean, what are you doing throughout the rest of the day would be a better question, to discuss. That's my opinion. Brochuk says, one day you catch yourself, the person you loved had never existed, so you would be spared of pain. Okay, you're not having a good day, I see. I'm sorry. Really sad. We're discussing like something different here, manifestation. Okay? So for those people who want to manifest that person. So again, even if your guy, girl was a narcissist, okay, everybody's favorite topic. And I've dealt with that in coaching. I've dealt with it myself, okay? Same deal applies, but you really need to bring the version back that is pure, that's not a narcissist anymore, okay? And again, it completely goes back to the same formula. Like I said, can you forgive this person? And can you really live with what they've done? Meaning like those things that they've done, they are very much in your memory. So you can soften the blow, we can revise certain things, but essentially there are certain things that happens that you cannot like just shove under the carpet. So it would be a personal question that you would have to ask yourself: can you really buy into the idea, with your human mind, that this person is definitely capable of such change, that they're no longer a narcissist? And it happened to me a couple of times, but granted, again, this person didn't fuck me over so bad. And for me, things I've seen in my life, I had no resistance towards changing a narcissist from a narcissist to an empath. So to me, it was a joke, it was a game. It was like, let me just do something good for the world, contribution. So, but when, again, it's a lot harder when it's a lot more involved. So you would be the judge of your situation. So the idea is not to worry about them, what they've done. Place it into their lap to fucking deal with. Okay? Oh, they blocked me. They're with the third party in fucking Bahamas and this. Who cares? This is gonna be the long list of their fucking apology when you turn your energy around and start focusing on yourself. Thus, in your world, your SP will start focusing on you. Whereas before, it was the other way around. So if you're worried, stop fucking worrying. Go to the gym, go have fun, go do the pedicures, go, I don't know, smell the roses, do something productive today for you. And before you know it, this SP of yours, all the shit you were worried about, now they're worried about it because they're the one that fucked up. Now, if you fucked up, well, that's a different conversation, darling. Yara says, Anna, can we manifest multiple desires at once? Yeah, of course. Why not? A lot of people ask me this question. Of course. See, to me, I'm pretty sure I've already talked about this, but a while ago. Actually, it's a lot easier to manifest multiple things at once because if you're scripting a new life story, you can choose an entirely different shebang. So it's a lot easier to step into a whole brand new world than, say, start editing things out and doing this and doing that, and just a brand new world, kind of, and then go into the description. So yes, of course, dream body, everything, and you could just create a world that you can tap in energetically and with your imagination, like literally create an entire world. And then once it's complete and it's energy, holy shit bananas, does it become fun. Because you can literally move from one world to another like overnight. I've done this. It's kind of spooky. I've done those shifts like several times in my life. They just overnight, this whole entire world that I was putting together in my head was just suddenly here. And it's an adjustment. It's an adjustment. My body was like, I remember like in one of the particular cases, like I could barely stand. That's how blown away I was. Like, wow. It took me like a minute, even with my, like, yeah, experience and stuff. So this is more exciting. This is how you do it. But you can't do that if any part of you is still attached energetically. Like if you're in, like the reason why we send back the energy of crap somebody did to you is because you don't want to be attached to that, because you want to be able to move worlds, to jump timelines, to change people, this and that. And whilst of course you're a human, somebody does something shitty, you get upset, but for how long? For how long? Right? So, and do you then internalize that? Or do you just let yourself feel pissed off and then it's kind of like on to the next one? But what a lot of people do is they just, hang on to it and hang on to it and hang on to it. And then they say, well, why is, this and that not working out? Well, because like you can't be still attached energetically to something that's so heavy. And arrive to where you want to be. You literally have to, again, everything up until now could have been a shit show in your life with your speed, da da da. But on this day, such as this, you can revolutionize your life by making a decision. Okay, today I will let go of, or at the very least I will start the journey of letting go of this and this. You know who you are, you know who the people, what they did and what you need to do to let go. You know that that doesn't define you. Make a list of these people, start forgiving them. Okay, if you end up in my coaching, we do it like very thoroughly. We talk about it a lot. In a lot of ways, parenthesis here, my coaching does resemble therapy. I'm not gonna lie. With the huge difference, though, which I mentioned many times before, but I just want to, explain to, like I said, a lot of new people are here. I'm allowed to tell you what I think. That's what I get paid for. Okay, in case you didn't notice. I'm allowed to be straight with you. That's what I get paid to do. I'm allowed to be honest. I'm allowed to give you my opinion. That was funny. Excuse me. Sorry. Take two. I'm allowed to give you my opinion because it's necessary to have feedback from another person who's been through this in order to keep your line straight, towards your manifestation. Because yeah, if you don't have somebody giving you feedback and being honest about it, you might fall off of the proverbial wagon on the way to where you want to go. Okay. Yara says, I want to revise like it always been like that to normalizing it. And then you retracted a message. Why do people do that? What are you revising specifically? Something with the coaching. I saw the coaching. That much I saw, and then it was retracted. Oh, okay. Yeah, video coaching. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to start with that, definitely. Yes, I love tea. I just stocked up on my Paris tea from Harney and Sons. That's it. That's all I'm drinking for the rest of my life. Seriously, though. But actually, you know what? I'm doing this like super fucking powerful cleanse right now. Ready? It's it's very simple, but it's very powerful. It's garlic and watermelon shakes. Oof. You gotta get the proportions right, otherwise too much. So it's like two two garlic cloves and a bunch of watermelon. Yeah. If you want a detox, that's it, baby. I'm getting a proposal in the comments. Will you marry me? Oh my god, too funny. I already have a ring, thank you though. Oh my god. Did you ever taste Indian tea? I'm pretty sure I have. Can't remember now. And listen, teas, oh my god, is everything. So beautiful. The artistry. Okay. So instead of worrying about your SP, instead of spying on them on social media and all the stuff that people do, which I'm not judging, don't worry about it. Make them worry about you. Give that up. It's energetic. It's energetic. This game is energetic. Give people back their bullshit is one of the audios, which I have to re-record because it's a really ancient audio by now on my channel, kind of like 2 years old, something like that. Means give people back their energy. Give people back their fuck-ups. Let them deal with that fucking bullshit. Let them fucking worry. They are the one that fucked up. Let them fucking worry. But a lot of people, again, the people pleasers of the world, a lot of them, like I said in my coaching, listen, I'm not laughing for nothing. I've been there. Okay, I'm a recovering people pleaser galore. Like, I remember what it was like. Life sucked. So the guys know we will have beautiful kids. He's already planning kids. Oh my god. Nothing says shakes. Yeah, wow. Yeah, really powerful. Um, oh my goodness, where was I? Give them back that energy of worry, let them figure out, let them spy on you on social media. Give that up, that role of warrior, with a WO, that role of a kind of like overthinker, and what are they doing now, and do and da 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 da, like be this obsessed about you. Take all of this energy that you're wasting on them right now, put it towards good use, towards you, and then watch them pay attention to you more than ever before. It's just like that. And some people, for people pleasers, is very difficult because they're so used to be outwardly positioned, outwardly directed, pleasing everybody, and then, okay, now I can relax. No. First, you gotta relax, take care of yourself, and then, it's kind of like, again, from the Bible, let your cup run over, or however they say it. Then you are able to offer something. But if you're just like giving everything away, you're not as magnetic as you should be. If you want the roles to be switched, you need to act the role. And if you're the one who's worrying about shit, you're not fucking playing the role. Okay? You need to calm down, chillax, drink some chamomile tea, okay? And really say to yourself, I heard this live today from this lady, Anna. And she has a point. This is time wasted. All this energy of worry, it goes somewhere. Okay? It's misinvested. Invested in yourself instead of watching 300 million videos again, instead of trying to figure out what they're thinking now. Start fucking commanding. Start commanding. Start directing. Show up to do your fucking job of a creator in this relationship. Worrying is gonna get you absolute fucking lutely nowhere. Okay, worrying, all this bullshit that people involve in themselves, instead of, again, addressing the golden Buddha yourself. How can I create healing for myself, so not only with this person the relationship turns around, but overall, my life is different. Okay. Nothing is laughing. Yeah. I'm revising a version of my SP that I didn't like. Yeah. Yeah, it's what you should do if you're revising somebody. But I mean, the first process is you need to let go of the old version. And if you still, like I said, if you're still energetically stuck with that version, you gotta unstuck yourself. Okay. And lastly, one of the main kind of like topics is the third party. So the third party, yeah, it's a human being that you materialize, but it's not really like a punisher. Again, it's a messenger. Most often than not, it's already an expectation that you're going into a relationship that you may not be aware of, that I can be easily replaced. I don't deserve to be the only one. Someone's better than me. I'm not good enough. All these kinds of things. Well, if you're sending out this powerful message towards your universe, you will create, if there isn't already a third party, you will create the third parties till the cows come home. Okay? Because your own worth is questionable to you. So it's you who's creating these third parties just on automatic pilot. Like it's already, it comes like a package kind of deal. So there's a reason why you manifest people either with third parties, or if you cannot unmanifest the third party, you're creating them on, automatic pilot. It's a representation of your mind. Okay. The easiest way to get unstuck with the situation is that to understand it's a representation of your mind. You don't feel good enough. You don't have your life together. You're insecure. You feel inadequate. And the universe confirms it to you and says, oh, here, I'll create somebody else who will take away your man, who will take away your woman. That's it. In the minute that you stop giving it importance to the third party and realizing, oh, wait a minute, it's about me. Once again, bring it back home. It's about me. This person doesn't have a mind of their own, this third party. They just materialize in my reality because I made them happen. So isn't it like a pleasant, like, relief that you're actually in charge around here and that you create the third parties? So just like you created them, you can uncreate them. You can completely revoke their significance. Like, oh, I gave you too much credit. I thought you were so significant, so important, more important than me. Dooba dooba doo. Nobody's more important than you. If you really love this person, your SP, it's over. Conversation over. Third party my fucking ass. There are no third parties. That's your reasoning when you are confident, when you have the value, when you know you're unique and nobody can replace you. It will be a joke to you. Like, third party, what? No, the only third party is a dog. Thank you. Completely disengaging with the idea, period. And notice it's not forceful. It's just like, it doesn't exist in my world. I'm the only one, always chosen. I'm always the only one for this guy. Why? Because he's the only one for me. So naturally, duh, in my universe, that's how it works. I don't care how it was before. Maybe some other thing happened with him before. But with me, you're going to be like this. And if that's your decision going forward, just like you materialize the third party, you will create a completely different version of this person if you really mean it, if you really want to, and if your heart's with this person. Hold on. Oh my God. People have no lives. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. And why should I do it? Oh, here. See, this is not my job. I think I removed them. Okay. They in the comments they realized that my right eye is smaller than my left eye. No, it's stupid. That's not how it works. My right eye is just a little bit lazy. Of which I was aware of. Don't worry, I have a mirror since I was born. It's like so funny. Anyway, in other words, it's time for you to rediscover who you really are. You got lost in this game of SP. You need to gain back the control. You've had the control all along. It's like Wizard of Oz. You've always had it, my dear. Do you understand that you have control is another fucking story. If you don't, not exercising your control, who's gonna, like, what, some elf is gonna jump out from under your bed and be like, hey, well, consider me your elf. Hey, it's your time to shine. Okay. Hey, it's your time to exercise your power. Okay. You need to get up and decide, enough is enough. I'm turning it around. It needs to be about me. It needs to be about me experiencing finally the kind of life, the kind of relationship that I want to have. And if it is to be, it is up to me. Okay, up to you in your universe, etc., etc. That's the motto. So it's very simple. It's not about any affirmation that you can say. It's not about any trick that you can, compose in your mind or anything like that. It's about what you're starting out with. If you're starting out shaky, you need to take care of your own energy first and then create magic. And this I teach in my coaching, the magic spells, the energy work, all of this is really potent shit. And, I posted like, I guess a success story somewhat. It worked too good, the magic spell, but only because the person worked on themselves. Okay. So without you being able to create stability within yourself, don't wait for it to appear on the outside. Your job is very easy, like I said. It's not easy as in, it's simple, but it's easy in that it's something you can do. Controlling another person on the outside, you cannot do. You can't control what it is you feel and what you think of yourself, and then get the reflection on the outside by doing just that. And to me, that's entirely the formula behind NESP. If you notice that something is maybe out of alignment in your relationship, or you are in no contact, or they left you, period, married somebody else, la la la, it's not the end of the world. It never is the end of the world. The end of the world is when you stop trying to understand how it all works. Then, when people like just wave their hands up in the air and say, oh, this SP bullshit is bullshit, and, manifestation is bullshit. No, somebody didn't explain it to you correctly. Well, that's probably bullshit more than anything. But manifestation is very much well and, alive and well. So you might as well get familiar with how it works. Yeah, I know, Katvi. It's okay. Don't worry. They're not too aggressive, so. I reported him, but I don't know, for some reason he's still able to comment. Probably some technology upgrade we're not aware of, which is why we're not. Yeah, I think I probably will need to add somebody as moderator, something like that. We'll figure that out on tomorrow, my day off. So anybody has questions on what I said? I've been speaking for a while. I love these people who are coming into the chat room and like, what's going on here? What is she talking about? What? Can you read? Like, seriously. People like that amuse me. New technology, says Katvi. Yeah. So, if anything I said today really stirred something within you, I would so highly recommend coaching. Honestly, I'm not going to brag, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay. I see in my clients like shifts that I see in them. And I mean, I know I'm pretty good, but sometimes I'm really fucking startled, okay, at what can happen if you allow the person to finally unload this bullshit that they really needed to unload for like a long time, and to really give them feedback that they really need to hear. I think people just need guidance. People don't need blame. People don't need like 10,000 affirmations. They just need guidance from somebody who knows what the fuck they're talking about, and someone who's achieved that already. And with a little bit of tweaking and the belief work, etc., of course, all of this is important. But what we're really talking here is self-esteem, self-confidence, self-esteem, self-love. This is what's in question here. You address that shit, you will be unparalleled. You will never end up in this situation ever again. So to the degree to which you allow yourself to question everything, and really take inventory of everything that's going on the inside, it will help you tremendously. And again, to reemphasize, stop making it about another person. Start making it about you. You will see what I mean. It's not narcissistic. It's not selfish. It's taking care of like overdue homework, so to speak. Okay, where it's like you haven't maybe there. I know there are people here and that will rewatch that have never, if ever, or in a long time, addressed their emotions, insecurities, fears, drama, trauma, panorama, like I said, for a long time have not allowed themselves to, and yet walk around wondering, like, how come, all this stuff. Well, it's very easy. Okay. It's super easy if you just really allow yourself to finally address it and finally be honest with yourself. Yara says, I'm unlearning some stuff I learned from other coaches. Yeah, that would be mandatory. So it is easy. It is up to you is why it's easy. Okay. And it's a hell lot of it's a lot easier to focus on yourself because you have all the information that's coming out of you into the universe. Okay, there are no secrets in the universe for that very reason. Whatever you send out, you will definitely receive back. That's it. So if you're ever wondering what's going to happen next with this SP, how, what they're thinking, how they're feeling about you, just ask yourself, what am I sending out? Very simple rule like that. Okay. All right. I've said everything I had to say. I'm just going to wait for one question and then I have to finish because we're already over time. And if anybody needs coaching, all the information is below. You know nothing. Big love, Anna. Appreciate you and your wisdom. Needed this message tonight. Very powerful. Thank you. Okay, go ahead and rewatch from the beginning. Have a happy weekend, and I'll see you next week. Ciao, cacao. And thank you, everybody, for showing up. And Kat V, thank you. Bye.